Hello friends, those back pages here. I hope you're well. I'm currently sitting in the parking lot at Hofstra University, about to attend, I think they call it the Fall Expo, or no, that's Canada. Something fall or whatever it may be. It's October 15th, I believe. So here we are in the middle of October 2022. IBS and I are heading into our first show since the National. Just wanted to say a few things before I head over there and hopefully film a little bit, give you guys an idea of what's going on. I've heard the hobby's dead. I've heard shows are dying. I've heard all of these negative things. Have I contributed to it? Probably some, as far as the negativity. Been seeing a lot of videos lately about the overall negativity, and unfortunately I think a lot of those thoughts are attributed to monetary value, which, if you've been around me or the channel or whatnot long enough, you realize that this hobby is a lot more than the monetary value. I hold no ill will against anyone who wants to flip or make their bag, as the kids say nowadays. But I want you to remember that you have to do this because you enjoy it, at least from a hobby standpoint. So use this opportunity. If stuff's down, value is down, use this opportunity to your advantage to maybe pick up something you wouldn't have normally been able to pick up just a year and a half ago. You know, things were a lot different pre-2020. Some people call this a correction, what's going on now. So we'll see. You know, hopefully I don't know how much talking I'll do. My voice tends to get a little after talking for a while, and I'd like to be able to talk some inside. I have some ideas of some things I'd like to film inside, but I don't know how well that's going to go. So stand by and we'll see. You know, at the very, very least, there'll be a recap of today's show for me personally. All right, here we go. Sorry. Doesn't look very dead to me.
Money and get you some cash to use now. No problem, man. Good luck the rest of the show.
About 3:30. I'm gonna head out. Made a couple pickups.
game and stuff like that. All right, I'm taking another look around.
All right, back home from the show. Trying to think of the way to say it. I'll say it another way. People that it's been said that shows are dead. The lie detector determined that was a lie. I had a massively amount of good times at the show today. Saw friends I haven't seen in a while. Always good to catch up. I even ran into a friend that, being completely honest, I was a little worried he was no longer with us. Hadn't seen him in years. So it was good to see him. So I started the show at the far end from the... You saw the walk-in at the beginning of tonight's episode. Started in the back row on the right, and then my plan was to snake all the rows in the show. So, started making my way down the first row. Started seeing a nice amount of everything, including one dealer who, right there at the beginning, had piles and piles of wax, retail, some hobby, and absolutely nothing had a price tag on it. So I was tempted to take out a $20 bill, grab one of the blasters, hand them the $20 bill and walk away, but I didn't think that would be well received. So when I got to the end of the first row, there was a dealer who was dealing in hockey, and he had a 50-cent box, shoe box, couple actually, more like a couple monster boxes with hockey, and I saw some football in there, probably some baseball, but I was interested in the hockey, so I went ahead and started looking, because when you see these things, you never know what's going to be, what the selection is going to be, what's going to be available. But much to my surprise, maybe because it's hockey, I don't know, I mean, it was midday, it wasn't like I was the first person there, but I just started making a pile, and we'll just go over them here. I think most of these are from SP Authentic. McDavid, Crosby, Matthews, McDavid. That was a nice surprise. Gretzky insert for 50 cents. McDavid red, Bobby Orr for 50 cents. Ovechkin, McDavid, Crosby, McDavid, Matthews, McDavid, Ovechkin, McDavid. This Patrick Kane black is number 2/100. 100 out of 100, so eBay 1 of 1. A McCarr insert from Allure. Patrick Kane black ice, black rainbow, who the heck knows. It's shiny and it was 50 cents. Austin Matthews portraits insert. Here's a McDavid portraits. Crosby net deposits. Kind of shiny Fleer Ultra vibes from Meadow. Another Patrick Kane. Black Ice. McDavid portraits. Makar portraits. Oh, I didn't realize that. Awesome. That's from his rookie year. Yeah, it does. It says rookies there. Way to pay attention, E. But, hey, 50 cents, right? Not terrible. Makar Ovation from, I think that's 2020 extended. Nick Suzuki. Black Rainbow. Stamkos Peachy Black, number 2/100. Tricycle, same thing, number 2/100. Making a mess. McKinnon, number 2/100. Rookies, glossy rookies from the tins. Josh Norris. Best of the world. Crosby, not shiny. There is a shiny version, but for 50 cents, why not? Ovechkin, Rainbow, aka Refractor. Austin Matthews, Refractor as well. Just a there is a refractor version. This is the retro. I think this is the retro. No, this is the base. 50 cents, why not? Ovechkin red, Makar red, Makar throwback, David leaders, Ovechkin leaders, Ovechkin throwback, Crosby leaders, all 50 cents. There's a couple here that, here we go. Austin Matthews canvas, Stamkos canvas, some Matthews Marner Alliance. That was cool. 50 cents for a Gordie Howe veteran canvas, a short print, versus all the other, canvas. Tricycle canvas. Another Matthews canvas. Tim Stutzel, rookie year insert. Net deposits. Makar canvas. These two John Norris Black Rainbows. Why not? And the same dealer had these, obviously. The Mike Moynihan, you don't pay the sticker price. Obviously not at a show. You try not to pay the sticker price, but I think this is from Synergy. Basically it was half price. $4. Here's a Allure iced out McDavid insert. Any of these are numbered. The Young Guns checklist from Series 1 last year with Caulfield and Xeris on it. And a Robertson Robo Rainbow rookie year parallel. I actually did buy one of these online for $5. So can't really beat that, right? Because I made a mess. So that was at the very end of the very first row. And as I was perusing the singles in the boxes, I heard father and a son standing at the dealer's table a couple feet away saying that, wow, there's a lot of hockey here. And I was glad to hear that because I had just gotten there and was in the first row. Turns out there was a very nice amount of hockey. There was a couple of Pokemon only booths, I believe, or extremely high percentage of Pokemon, which was nice to see. I saw a couple more friends that I hadn't seen. And then I was starting to look for, people, cards, people that I buy cards for when I go there. So it was August of 21. I picked up my Ty Cobb 2000 T206 green Ty Cobb. So I saw him there, and this is a dealer that does not sell on the internet. At least eBay or whatnot, or those type of places. So I asked him if he had a couple of particular cards I was looking for, and he said no. And I said, do you have anything interesting? He said, yeah, actually you do. And he pointed it out. And it was one of those cards, like when you go to a show, not expecting just to buy this particular card, but when you see it, you gotta have it type of deal. And here it is. It's from 1966 Topps Venezuela, the Venezuelan issue. The 1965 NL batting leaders card featuring Clemente, Aaron, and Mays. Some say it's the greatest league leader card of all time. Rivaling, I think it's 63 Topps #1, has 5 Hall of Famers of the small heads for the home run leaders, I believe. But, obviously the centering is not very good on this, but to know that this in a 4 is a very, very tough grade. And I stared at it. I couldn't believe it. And not that I have vast knowledge of the Venezuelan stuff, but I know that not all, but pretty damn close to all of the backs have been destroyed from being stuck in the albums as they were intended to be back in the day. And this one, the back is pretty clean. There's no paper loss. There's no glue. Maybe a little bit up there, but I didn't take the loop out or anything, but this is just I was very happy to have this card. Very happy to see it. And I decided I have to add this to the collection, so I was able to strike a deal with him and bring that one home. Then I did some more looking around, and I ran into a dealer that, if you saw, I posted a clip here earlier in the episode from the show of his 1997 Upper Deck UD game used autographed Gretzky numbered to 99. The first pack issued game used Gretzky was that year, and then there's the autograph, which that one was, which is numbered to 99. Extremely, you don't like to use the word rare for anything that's new, but for something that's numbered to 99, it's very difficult to find. So he actually did have a BGS 8.5 94 finest Gretzky refractor, but unfortunately Wayne was hulking out, so I had to pass on it. It wasn't cheap, and I really want to own that card, but I really want to own a copy that's not greening, which is a very difficult task in 2022. But the hunt goes on, obviously. But he did have another card that caught my eye, and we were able to strike a deal on it. And it's from 2015 O-Pee-Chee Platinum. It's the Wayne Gretzky Rainbow Gold, or Gold Refractor. And obviously, since he's a Upper Deck exclusive, he's never had, Prism made a couple chromium releases, and this, I believe, was his first gold refractor, even though it says rainbow. These are numbered to 149 there on the back. And this is the first of, he's had 3. He had this one, he had seismic gold in 17, and then seismic gold in 18. Seismic golds are numbered to 50. So they're 3 times as scarce as this. And honestly, a heck of a lot more expensive. So, very happy to have this one in the collection. It's just so shiny. Wish it had etching, but here we are. So, going into the show, one of the 2 goals picking up were, and they're both big boy cards. And I was able to find one of the 2. I was able to get a slight discount. It's not. The dealer had this, and he had it in a. He had a sticker on it, and it's, the case is a little bit scratched up, but it's evident by, the sticker he had on it. He's had this a while, and the price sticker on it he had on it was good to begin with, so I wasn't able to get much off, but anything off is still anything off. And like I said, I like to call this a big boy buy. These are the types of purchases given my choice, I'd like to make in person for various reasons. And sure enough, here it is. It's from the T206 set. It is the Walter Johnson portrait, which I prefer to his glove, hand on glove or something. I don't know. His other card in this set, it's a little creepy looking. It reminds me of the Escape from Alcatraz dummies at the head in the beds, the headshot. But anyway, very, very happy to add this PSA 1 to the collection. It's accurately graded. It's beat up on the corners. The back looks pretty good. But obviously it's a 1. It's a 1. It's a 1. PSA 1 is a PSA 1. There's a crease going right, I don't know if it'll show up, but there's a crease running away from his head. There's actually a scratch in the plastic that makes it look like mark on his lip, but this one could do this one could do with a reholder someday, maybe in Chicago next year. But yeah, this very happy to have this in my collection. This is leaves me with one more original Hall of Fame class member playing days card that I would like to add to my collection, because back in 2005, when I started my slab journey, going for all post-war rookies and going pre-war, going playing days cards, just because rookie card pre-war is debatable, and in the case of Babe Ruth, very expensive, amongst others. But to have the top names playing days cards, very proud to have these in my collection. They're not Not that my knowledge on pre-war is all that great, but you know, it's a T206. So, you know, the last one I would like to add, at least the very last, if one more, if not more, would be the T206 Cy Young green portrait, just because, you know, green being my favorite color. I think it would look nice sitting next to the Ty-Cobb green, but that was not something I was able to acquire today, and that's fine. It would have been nice to get both, but I'm happy to have this one because this one has been very elusive in, you know, centering without facial issues. You know, obviously, like I've said many times, not all ones are built the same, but I'm very happy with this one. You know, you can certainly live with rounded corners. To an extent, it looks like the corners are always rounded, but that's not the case. And so yeah, the show was fantastic. I had a great time. You know, it was really good to get out and experience the hobby in person. I highly recommend it if you're able to do so.